dear viewers, today I will tell you about the controversial game. If you have seen someone in the video, please write it in the comments. Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world first-person action-adventure role-playing game. Takes place in a fictional place called Night City in California. The world in 2077 is ravaged nearly beyond repair by multiple wars and climate change. Fresh food and water are scarce, most wildlife has gone extinct, and humanity has taken to extreme body modification to survive and adapt to rising local and cyber attacks. You have the opportunity to make your own, completely unacute character. In the editor you can change absolutely everything you want, even what is not quite accepted to change. The choice of some traits can change the conduct of the characters in future. Here you will definitely be able to stand out from others. The combat in Cyberpunk 2077 is varied and elaborate, and you can get things done in variety of ways. If going in guns blazing is your thing, Cyberpunk 2077 has a wide variety of weapons, from standard ammunition such as handguns, shotguns, rifles and machine guns to more sophisticated and advanced smart weapons that can fire tracking bullets that follow your target and shoot behind cover. The guns don't need specific type of ammo, and a weapon belonging to a particular type, say, rifle, will use the same ammo as other rifles. You can customize and upgrade your weapons and carry several of them at once based upon your carrying capacity, but only 3 can be enabled at any point. The characters will react based on your choices, which presents future options. Usually the option you pick will lead to the same basic outcome, but other times it can change the direction of the story. Some of them have heavy implications, such as choosing how the story ends. The game doesn't differentiate between these, so you just have to trust your gut and pick what seems like the best option in that situation. In future, first-person gunplay and melee combat, first or third-person driving, and progressing the story primarily by having conversation with characters using a dialogue tree structure, which also changes the outcome of the story and its ending based on your choices. Getting around the city can be done in 2 ways. One of them is just driving around. You get a machine for free early on in the game, and if you do more side missions you get even more free vehicles. Aside from this, you can also purchase any transport. You will get offers in your inbox to purchase them, and sometimes you can just see a nice car parked by the side of the road that you can buy. Or you can just steal someone else's car and drive off in that. Cars that you own can be summoned to your location at any time. Aiding the combat are cyberware. You can upgrade nearly every relevant part of your body to aid you in combat. The optic mods make you better at hacking and spotting items. The leg mods make you double jump, or you can mod your arm to fire weapons or have blades in them. Body mods can be expensive and you need to visit one of the in-game Reaper docks to get them, but are often worth their price. What has a bigger impact on the conversation and the gameplay? As a whole is your character's skill tree. You have attributes such as body reflexes, technical ability, intelligence and cool. Each of these attributes can be upgraded as a whole, but you can also drill down into each of these individually and find additional perks within each to upgrade. The attributes and perks have their own separate points, which can be used to upgrade them. While the story missions are obviously the end goal, it's the side missions that offer some of the most rewarding moments of the game. It is where you will meet new people or continue adventures with people you meet in the story missions. The game lets you have smaller story arcs with multiple different characters in the game through the side missions. These arcs and characters in them can often have a big impact on the main story at a later point, including influencing the ending. I want to say this is a game in which every meeting with the enemy can be deadly. Before you go into battle, it is best to make a pretty good plan, because if you do not do this, you will be surrounded by enemies. Usually after a failed attempt, I used absolutely all of my cyber technology, so I could definitely beat the enemies. By far the most striking aspect of Cyberpunk 2077 it is visual design. Aesthetically, it is one of the most stunning games I have seen and definitely the best looking open world game we have had so far. Thanks for watching and subscribe.